So Oompaville just decided to release this interview with me and many other contestants. The reason I'm even in that video in the first place is because I was in a group chat with people who admitted to lying about the interview and admitted that Mr. Beast sent Oompa their way. Basically, the Beast team was telling Oompaville to interview specific contestants. I want to talk about some of the people he interviewed. I sent him these screenshots, and the dude is still in the video!
But I witnessed it, none of them really got hurt. And in a sense, they were really mad that they lost. They were cussing at us as they were walking out.
Yeah.
And they were calling us little bitches or all this other stuff. And
yeah.
They were, they were really angry. But I think it was because they lost.
Beth. This Beth lady, she was in previous Mr. Beast videos before Beast Games, and I don't know if I can reveal too much, but she's still close with the company. Mia won $1.8 million. So I think it's so funny that they have the person who won a freaking island before me. And so the viewer is supposed to see the contrast between her story and mine and think that I'm the unreasonable one. Like, no, maybe the person who won an island is just maybe a little biased towards the show, you know? And then he mentions to the people after me, you know, about the rope thing.
One person mentioned it, and then you look it up, and it's in a bunch of articles. Rope around their neck somehow, which I don't know how that's possible, to be honest.
I don't think that's possible. I don't want to...
Those two people didn't personally witness this, right? There were 2,000 people in the stadium, even with the seizures that happened. Like, only the people that were located right next to that person would have seen it. So the fact that these two people didn't personally see it doesn't debunk it. In fact, in my video, I have 5 to 10 different examples of people confirming the rope story.
I heard people talking about someone getting choked.
And I saw the bruises on her neck. The rope kind of accidentally wrapped around her neck.
Ooh.
And it was attached to 10,000 pounds. And it was just dangerous. It was very dangerous.
I witnessed a rope literally wrapped around a young woman's neck, choking her out on the red team. We ended up losing because the people at the end of the rope had fallen down and the rope was choking them.
I even sent Oompaville a bunch of the contestants who also talked about this. I sent him an IGN article, I sent him a Time article, I sent him a local Las Vegas article. I have tons of evidence to back up what I'm saying here. And then it's like, one of the two girls that is supposed to debunk me talks about being trampled by the rope.
I fell and I got trampled.
I don't know, just kind of wild. And then we have Jimmy, who, he's 42, a very prominent previous Mr. Beast contestant. And he starts talking all this shit about us.
Their butt hurt. So they are just bitching and moaning and groaning and
when it's like
going out the way that I did, not necessarily my proudest moment, I'll tell you that.
You needed nerve medication. That can genuinely be a reason someone would be pushed out of the game if they can't get their medication on time.
The one thing I do regret about talking to Oompaville is that I was very nervous and I didn't want to seem too combative when talking to him because he seemed like a nice guy, right? I might actually release the full interview that we had together. I asked him ahead of time if he was okay with me recording it on my end, and he said it was fine. So that's all I have to say for now. A lot of crazy things are happening right now behind the scenes, and I'm just taking note of all of it, writing things down. A lot more will make sense when you see the full video that I'm making, is all I'm going to say. If you are a Beast Game contestant, and you want to share your story with me, I will be linking my email in the description. I kind of knew going into this that, like, you know, people were gonna say some shit about me, and it's whatever. Obviously, you know, it was a very brief rundown. I have tons more that didn't make it into the interview. Just trust that in due time, everything will come out. That could have ended really badly. And God forbid if something were to happen, how am I supposed to feel about that I'm pulling on this freaking rope?
Yeah.
I'm feeling weird.
Yeah, sorry to laugh. That's just, I hope nobody was actually injured. I haven't, you know, I feel like that would have been really big news if someone was actually hurt, but that's just, it's so crazy. It's a crazy idea.